It has taken me all day to gather the strength to make this video. Hello everybody! So this week is Amy's topic and she wants us to talk about what we believe in. She said we could do this in either a straightforward fashion or we could, be a little bit more lighthearted about it. And the more that I thought about it, the more that not doing this in a straightforward fashion, at least for me, would be sort of like kind of a crappy live video that wasn't truly me. I am a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And if you've been watching my videos or, for a while or even following me since the very beginning, you know that I am the only child in my family who did not become a minister. I grew up in a Christian family, was raised in church my whole entire life, went to church every Sunday. My parents took me, that's what you do. And while I did that my entire life, I don't think that it was ever really like anything real. Like, it was what I did and when I went to church and, I kind of followed what everybody told me to do. But as far as it being like a real thing in my life, I don't think that it really was. That's probably surprising for my friends who knew me in high school or even my family, because I definitely played the part really well. And I wasn't a bad child. I just wasn't, I wasn't really following through with the things that I said or the, things that I said I believed. I went away to college and kept up the act for, a couple of years. And then my junior and senior year, just because of influences in my life and my new friends and the fact that I was getting more involved in TV and that lifestyle is just like really like, craziness. I, did not follow any type of practices of religion at all. I just kind of did whatever I wanted and believed whatever I wanted. I even took, this is going to sound weird, but I took a religion class about Christianity, and during the course of that class, felt like I was not a Christian at all. Like, I was like, I'm not a Christian. Like, this is not what I believe, like, at all. And kind of melded and formed this own thing that I believed in, and that's what I did. And I graduated, and I got into my job, and life sucked. It really, really was bad. I felt like there was a dark cloud around me at all times, and I never completely understood why. And even like at the time, it wasn't like, oh, it's because I'm not, following, what in my religion, or I'm not following the ways of, of Christianity. It was just kind of like I was having fun, but I wasn't the happiest that I could possibly be. And I was laying in bed and I was watching TV, and a commercial came on for this church that I'd heard about. It was one of those like really big ones that like everybody in town knows that church because it's, on TV. And I just was like, you know what, I should go. Like, I should go to that church. I should just try it out. And from the moment I walked in the door, there was just like this feeling. And I can't describe it. And I know there's probably people who are watching this that are like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. But the only thing I have to say to you is that you weren't there. You were not there. You do not know the peace that I felt at that moment. You do not know. So for you to sit there and judge me for that moment in my life, you can't. And I don't even want you to try. And if you feel like hating on this video, I will probably delete it, because that moment was like my aha moment. And from that moment on, I feel like I have lived my life to like the potential that it's worth, and that I have been more happy in the past 2 years than I have been, probably my whole entire life. And I've had a better relationship with my parents, and I've had a better relationship with my sisters, and I've had better relationships with friends. And I feel like from that moment and the belief system that I have now, as far as the church that I go to and Christianity, that it is exactly what I need. And I have a lot of friends that I've met through YouTube who do not have the same beliefs as me, who are atheists or agnostic or just don't believe in what I believe. And there are times that I'll put things on my Facebook that are of a religious stance, and they'll come along and they'll write hateful stuff. It upsets me, and I don't respond to it, but like, if anything, I just ask for respect. I respect you and the things that you do and the things that you believe and the lifestyles that you hold, and I ask for the same. Because I don't think there has been a time that I've ever written on anybody's Facebook or YouTube video and completely bashed what they believe. And so that's the one thing that I ask for, is that even though you may not agree with me, that you respect me and not say hurtful things, especially if you're supposed to be my friend. Especially if you're supposed to be my friend. Amy, you sent me a letter about coming to your graduation, and I haven't quite decided yet. Your graduation is in the middle of sweeps, which is like a big television time, and so I don't even know if they'd let me off for that, so I'll have to talk to you more in detail, either on the phone or like on Facebook, about exactly the plans. Kelly, I love that you did the same thing in the same video as me, and I don't know if it's because we're like older than the other girls, like, or not like a lot older than them, but you know, me and you are both like upper 20s, and so I don't know if it's like just kind of like you can tell that we're both like just really, we're really wanting boyfriends. Caitlin, I loved your video from last week. Oh my god, the whole Ron thing. I was laughing so hard during the Academy Awards when that came on, because it was just like the greatest thing ever. Brandy, you live like 25 minutes away from me, and so I demand that before this month is over, me and you do either one of your videos or one of my videos together. We can make it happen. We can definitely make it happen.